This morning I wanted to talk about this a little bit because of the 62 million. And obviously you can read what this says here. But I don't really want to go repeating that. I do want to say this right here. As a single mother who's disabled, I had to look out for my daughter, and she was the first in our lineage not to be essayed as a child. And that is because of my hypervigilance. And yes, I have been a Volcel for 6 years, and I have not been dating in all that time for both the reasons that are listed above in the original status that I posted and the amount of abuse that I've endured, but also because protecting my children from predatory men and boys rested solely on me. If I went through every memory of SH or SA I've gone through, we would be reading a book, because it has happened so many times from the first time I can remember being 4 or 5 years of age. It happened at 9. It happened from 12 to 15. As I say here, I experienced this at 12. But I also want to talk about the fact that even though these are truths about me, I've done a lot of healing, and I've been going to therapy and have a wonderful therapist that I've seen for several, like almost 10 years now. And then, yeah, I actually experienced this, when I was 16, and I actually got married just a few months later. It's definitely, like Cher says, a man is the easiest thing to get. But the thing is, if it's not in alignment with you, what's the point? And I don't really want to go too much into everyone else's accounts here, but this here, I talk about how this is not the only instance. The 3 instances when I was a child. And like I say here, it seems like nearly all of us have not just one story. So they say 1 in 3 women will be essayed, but look at this. Multiple of us actually have more than one story of this, not just one instance. And I keep reiterating that it's not that I don't want an emperor to my empress, but being someone that values intelligence and devotion, matching that is the bare minimum to even catch my attention. I'm a sapio demisexual. And then the deflection and projection onto women every time instead of taking accountability for behaviors and fixing them, that is the problem. Then y'all wonder why so many women have just quit. There's no romance, no good intimacy, no trust, constant denigrating and disrespect. Women are unalived more often by their romantic or intimate partners than anyone else. So I just wonder what the hell men thought was going to happen. And the solution is obviously so many of you who don't want to become better. It's instead to create the trend like in Brazil, where if a woman tells you no, then you attack and unalive her. Or this academy and the 62 million. And let's not forget to mention the Epstein class. But like I said the other day, the trust factor has been entirely eroded, and women are not safe anywhere at any time. So it's like, what do people expect is going to happen with this kind of situation? And realistically, oh my gosh. Realistically, like I said, if I listed and went through every incident, we would be going through a book. And I don't want to do that because that's a lot of trauma. But the point being is, as men are getting in comments and saying things like this, to attack a woman's looks or value as she's sitting there talking about something so serious like this is exactly what the problem is. For those of you guys who are out here trying to break down the statistics and everything instead of just condemning the disgusting putridity of this entirely, that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm so tired of people splitting hairs over trivial little parts instead of seeing the elephant in the room so that we can resolve the problem. And that is the reason why we are where we are at today. And as someone that has been victimized and traumatized and essayed in multiple different ways by multiple different situations and scenarios, I really feel that it's very, very important that we pay attention to the men that are actually speaking up, and we start making those who do not want to change absolutely, completely, 100% spotlighted, because that's what the problem is.